Today is March 30th, Thursday. I was thinking of getting, watching the Bucks game. So looking forward to it. It's Bucks and Celtics. It's halftime right now. That game was a blowout, man. Bucks are getting killed by the Celtics. It was like 75-47 beginning of the third, something like that. So instead, I'm going to pop on 2K. Now, I think all my videos up to this point, the majority of them, well, did he just walk through the... Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Anyway, my videos have all been struck from YouTube for copyright violation because I forget the music in the game is copywritten, of course, and you can't do videos of games with copy. It's stupid. But anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna try and do it without having the intro and the outro. I gotta make sure that no music plays during the game, which I don't think it does. Every once in a while, in the very beginning of the game, I think when they're televised games, it has a little bit of music there, but we're good here. Going with my heavily modified Spurs against the Knicks. These look more like the Spurs of 2 years ago than the Spurs of today. Much more. We've parted ways with Keldon Johnson to be able to pick DeMar DeRozan back up from the Bulls. Subsequently, it almost looks like the Bulls are going to get the first 2 picks in the NBA draft. The Spurs themselves hoarded a bunch of picks for this year's draft, but then I also got a few more trading away some players. And yeah, man, it looks like the Bulls could get both, what's his name, Victor Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson. So the Knicks next year in this game might be, they're going to be rowdy, man, with that rookie crew. And then it's going to get better and better each year. 3 years are going to be unbeatable. Look at this poor Derrick Rose hung out to dry. No one's going to help him. I picked up Mitchell Robinson from these Knicks, actually. That's one of the things that I do early on. In previous years, I've shopped for centers to find a good center to pair with DeMar DeRozan. Because I figure I needed one amazing guard and I need a really good big man. And while Poel's awesome, he's awesome now. In previous years, they underrated him. I feel like he was chronically underrated for a good 2-3 years, and it's just, dang, Poel, he's open now. Let me get him the ball with Derrick on him. See if they help him now, man. Poor Derrick Rose. He don't deserve it. Anyway, I feel like he was chronically underrated, so I needed another big man, and then Poeltl would play beside him. Well, I got Mitchell Robinson, right? Poeltl, I started this roster this year with the rosters already set after the trade deadline. So I started playing this like a month ago or so. And then it was after the trade deadline, so the rosters were pretty much the way they look now in the NBA. And I modified it from there. So what you end up with is Poeltl is on the Raptors. Well, about 20 games into the season, maybe, the Raptors offered me a trade to get Jakob Poeltl for some of my guys. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I love Jakob Poeltl. I wasn't necessarily planning on picking him up because I'd already gotten Mitchell Robinson, but you know what? That trade made sense to me, so I did it. And here we go, we got Yak back. Ooh. So if you look at my starting crew, you got Cam Reddish, you got Devin Vassell, you got DeMar DeRozan. Wait, what? That was off of me? I didn't see that. Was it? It was, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm not going to challenge it regardless. Nah, man, it ain't off of me. That's ridiculous. But anyway, picked up Cam Reddish. I like him as a point guard, which may surprise people because he plays small forward. But he's great at passing. He's got good size advantage over most point guards. And then on top of that, he can run in transition. He's amazing. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't talk, folks. I just ate a bunch of sriracha right before I started playing this with my Chinese food, and whew, my mouth is still kind of rebelling. Nice, Devin. See Devin just slam it down like that too often. That was nice. I like that. Before Hartenstein can come over. I used to trade for Hartenstein from time to time because he had a rowdy block and he was a good rebounder. Rowdy block stat, he was a good rebounder in previous games, so I got to kind of be wary of him underneath. But yeah, man, I had to get DeMar DeRozan back. I can just... let's look at the power rankings real quick. The most of the Knicks are nowhere to be seen. I've dropped all the way down to 11th. I had a rough previous week. But I'm doing okay. I've won my past 2 games, which is good. Doesn't show up on that, but it's all good. I'm playing a little bit better. The teams I'm playing are also a little bit easier. I had a rough stretch there, man. See, saw Derrick Rose? He got taken. The only way that this works is because Derrick Rose is a little bit slower. He got picked a little bit by his own team, but because Cam Reddish is so much taller than him. Cam's like 6'8", I want to say. That also helps with defending fast point guards because I have length. So even if they create a little bit of space, I'm still able to affect their shots. But yeah, what I was saying before is I had to get rid of... I like Keldon Johnson, don't get me wrong. I like him as a player. I think he's an awesome player. Spurs are lucky to have him. In the game, I do not... Keldon Johnson's game does not translate to how I play this game. I'll put it that way. He's cool to have. I like having him. If I can kind of like tweak his stats a little, not tweak his stats so much as if I can get him trained properly, go through the regimen that I want him to go through, I can make him the kind of player that I can use. But to win now, which is what this team's all about, I want a championship this year. I'll be happy with getting a top 4 seed and making it to the Western Conference Finals, but I want a championship, right? This team isn't made to like, well, gonna see what happens. We are win now, baby. And to do that, you need a star. And DeMar DeRozan is a star. I have DeMar DeRozan, another great player, which is Mitchell Robinson, and then a bunch of role players around him. I feel like I can make that happen. I gotta play my style of basketball. I gotta be smart. I gotta be a good coach too. I gotta be able to Obi Toppin. Take Obi Toppin to the rim, bro. Gotcha. Tough position there. But no, I feel like I can win against almost any team. The hardest matchups, and I'm sure this is the same for anyone. Stopping the Lakers with LeBron and Anthony Davis, which I can do. It's not easy, but I can do it. And then Giannis, man, it's not even the Bucks, it's Giannis. That's why I have Drew Eubanks. I brought him back to the Spurs. He was a former Spur. I brought him back. That's also why I have Cam Reddish. I try and use guys who are either lean and long. People can kind of swat at the ball, try and steal it from him, try and mess with him, try and keep him out of rhythm. Or I get a big guy who's athletic. Drew Eubanks is quick, so he can kind of guard Giannis on the perimeter and in the mid-range. And then he's also strong, so he can kind of body Giannis. So Giannis isn't going to immediately just dunk all over him or get down low and like plow through him. The same thing is true with LeBron. I treat LeBron very similar to the way I treat Giannis, because they're just physically imposing, man. You have to be able... Oh, no. That was terrible, man. I have to be able to make it uncomfortable for them to have the ball in their hands. And that's the whole thing is you need fouls, man. It's the old Shaq rule. The Spurs will legitimately get players specifically for the purpose of guarding Shaq in the playoffs and fouls. They needed about 10 extra fouls aside from Tim Duncan and David Robinson to be able to guard Shaq. So it'd be Malik Rose is a good option because he was strong and he could kind of like mess with Shaq because he was small, but he was strong. And then you would get someone like Nazir Mohammed, Radoslav Nesterovic, someone who's bigger and can kind of at least bump with Shaq, even though Shaq's still going to score. He's at least having to exert himself.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting.
Let's try to spin move again with DeRozan. Fall in love with that spinning sometimes. There we go.
1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Knicks on offense, and this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They face these guys twice.
I should be able to block that. That's disappointing. Let's look at that one more time. I was too late. I was way too late getting to it. Ugh. Wait. How close was I? Was it fingertips? I was wearing fingertips, yeah. Bruh, I probably would have fouled him if I got any. Nah. I don't know.
And last year, they took both games. And giving
I need to chill with how I'm choking up a little bit too much on these dudes when I'm playing defense because they really can't shoot the three very well. They need to be wide open. So I can give them a little bit of space. They're not like knocked down three-point shooters. Oh my goodness. That's embarrassing. The big man thinks someone else is back there to take him, or what happened there?
So far, couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just
all right, Emmanuel quickly. All right, so Hart can make a three. In fact, I think Hart's one of their better under-heralded players on this team, anyway. Ooh, bottom of the net, baby. These Knicks without Mitchell Robinson, unfortunately, they're not going to do a whole lot of anything in this year, anyway. I kind of feel bad for them because the Knicks are actually, I think they're doing halfway decent, right? In real life. Without Mitchell Robinson, man, you need your big man. And I took their big man. This is my big man now. Oh, that was good. I liked that. Especially I didn't play that a little better. Whoop. Didn't even play it at all. Alright, so what do we got here for our stats? Let's look at this. DeRozan's going. I always like getting DeRozan going early. And everyone else is kind of getting their thing. Podol through mismatches, nice. Everyone else is kind of running the breaker when there's an opportunity. And then defensively, we're stopping shots. The way I lose games, I shoot myself in the foot. I'm very good at shooting myself in the foot, too.
With the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Very good. I'm going to check my mic real quick. Turnovers. I usually out-rebound the other team. I usually shoot better, and I usually play really good defense in regards to field goal percentage. I think I have the number one field goal percentage in the league. I have the number one opponent's field goal percentage in the league, which is to say I do that a lot. I'm good with blocking shots. I don't have steals. I'm probably bottom of the league when it comes to steals, and I turn the ball over too much. Now, you can be bottom of the league in steals. You don't have to get a lot of steals if you're not allowing people to make shots, right? Maybe able to steal the ball is great. It's amazing. But if people aren't making shots, that works too, you know? The issue is you can't be giving them free runs to the basket. So if you are turning the ball over, oh goodness, that was ugly. If you're turning the ball over, chances are they're getting a fast break opportunity, and it's a lot easier to score. So limiting turnovers is the bugaboo, as they say. If we can limit turnovers, we should be unbeatable theoretically. 99-9. Outside of another person, I mentioned LeBron, I mentioned Giannis, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid, if they decide, it matters how the game plays with them too, it's weird. Sometimes I'm like, you know what, the game doesn't feel like it's doing its best, it's not choosing the best options on how to use its star players. And I don't know what's up with that. It's kind of frustrating because it's like, well, I want to play them up to their full potential. So if they use Joel Embiid and they're just trying to make threes with him, they just play him as a perimeter player, that Joel Embiid I'm fine with. If they're banging low with Joel Embiid and then he's popping out on screens and he's picking and he's not rolling, he's picking and popping, that's when Joel Embiid becomes a problem for me, man. It's when they use the full package. But if he just plays like he's a perimeter player, that Joel Embiid's easy to beat.
And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
Let's try and get around him. Nope. Alright. Podol. DeRozan. May check and see. I think DeRozan needs to rest at this point. Go. Oh, that was good timing. That window opened. Yeah, we're going to rest DeMar. Usually I rest DeMar and I move Vassell over, but they both need a rest, so this is when it gets a little dicey. We're going to put in Sochan. We're going to put in Grayson Allen. We're going to keep Cam there for a moment. Podol needs to come out. We're going to put Zach Collins in. Eubanks for Mitchell Robinson. That works well. It should be fine. I'll hit timeout shortly. We should call timeout right after you scored.
Here's Grimes. DeRozan defending. Here's the three.
Get that.
By New York.
There's your rebound. Close by Isaiah Hartenstein. Get that.
On the three. Spurs leading by 12.
And Cam Reddish. Get it. Oh, what the heck was that? I was trying to pass it to DeMar. He's streaking underneath, man. This directional passing sometimes is sketchy. I should have kicked it out. Actually, nah, it's not a big deal. Drew Eubanks can't really hit a three. That would have been weird. I could have kicked it out to him and then tried to drive to the basket.
Now, here's Barrett. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Really? You're going to shoot a mid-range jumper that's like a foot away from a three? That's such a weird shot to try and make. It's a DeMar DeRozan shot. Except no one's really good at it except DeMar DeRozan. I'll put it this way. I don't feel comfortable with other people taking that shot except for DeMar DeRozan. Or LaMarcus Aldridge, circa 3 years ago.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
All right, so we are going to burn a timeout right here. Oh, it was ugly. I need to chill, man. I need to settle down. That's another thing. Free throws and three-pointers, man. I have to improve on that. I say that all the time, and I actually need to spend time. On my day off, I work tomorrow. I'm off this Saturday and Sunday. I'm starting a new schedule, so I'll soon be off Sunday and Monday. It's going to be weird. I hate working weekends, but they're forcing us. Anyway,
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
I need to spend a good solid hour just shooting free throws with different guys. I need to get used to everyone's free throw stroke. I need to get used to the timing. And then above and beyond that, I need to do the same thing for the three-point shooting, man. Bruh, I'll tell you about three-point shooting. It can be rough out here. Like Grayson Allen is supposed to be like an 87 three-point shooter. And like I got his free throw stroke down, but his three-point shot is supposed to be a great three-point shooter. But his shooting stroke is so quick and I don't know. It's not that it's not fluid. It's a little janky or something. It's got a little hitch in it. I'm not good with it. It causes me problems. It's the best way to put it. All right. Can I burn another timeout? We'll burn another timeout real quick. You might be asking why I'm doing that. It's so I can get my subs in. My players, my starters also need some rest. I didn't use the timeout in the first quarter. The way I look at it, I have 3 timeouts to use in the first half of the game and 4 in the second. And I try and use 1 halfway through the first, or with 2 minutes left in the first if I can stretch it. And then I'll use 2 in the second. And the same thing goes for the next half. So use 1 in the third, about the 3-minute mark. Maybe that was beautiful, the team block. Eubanks and Podol, boosh. Eubanks out there first though, but yeah, baby. I like that. See, that's just, that's a beast. Anyway, but yeah, that would leave me 3 timeouts, right? So use 1 in the first, 2 in the second, right? That's 3 used. You have a total of 7. And then you'll use 2 more, or 1 more, I'm sorry. You'll use 1 more in the third. Ooh, is he going to make that? No. Use 1 more in the third. And then that leaves you with, that was beautiful. And then that leaves you with, what's it called? Get it? I'll leave you with 3 in the fourth. I like having 2 in the last 2 minutes. And I like being able to use 1 early in the fourth. Mostly to rest players. Those 2 in the last 2 minutes, that's if it's a close game. You want to be able to inbound the ball and from half court. Ooh, just barely got to that one in time. Give it to Grayson. Soch, run the floor, Soch. Yes, get that. Ooh, that was close. That pass almost didn't make it. Let's look at it one more time. Oh, that was a weird angle. That works though. All right. I love running the fast break. That is one of my team's strong points. And I love just, that was ugly. He just slapped all over the place. Grayson now, that was embarrassing. 0 for 4 to get 2 assists. Ever since I picked up Rudy Gay, or actually, I'm not sure when it happened. My
pass to Grimes.
And haven't really been that sharp from beyond the arc.
Grayson Allen hasn't been playing up to his potential recently. I have not been playing Grayson Allen up to his potential recently. Let's say it the right way. It's not Grayson Allen's fault. It's not the game. It's me. I like this matchup. I feel like Zach Collins can get in deep, and then I can do like a fade. Like, that works too.
Plays it up and banks it in.
I feel like that guy's just undersized against Collins, so I'm going to abuse that. And anytime there's a situation or a positional matchup like that, a mismatch, I should say, I am going to try and exploit it. I'm also not going to try and play Wesley too often, just because he's a little bit undersized for my liking. But you know what? He can stay in. Yeah, he can stay in. We'll be fine. We are up by 19. We've limited them to 11 points so far in 2 halves. That's cool.
This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leaders.
Blocks the game. Mitchell Robinson. Chet Holmgren at 3.4. That's because I gave Chet like 14 blocks. Gave him. He took 14 blocks. I played the Thunder. I think it was the game before this one, actually. And my goodness, man. Chet Holmgren and Pochuvesky. I feel bad that I don't remember his name. How to pronounce it. But that dude, man, it was a block party. I think Chet had 7. He had 4. I'm playing 6-minute quarter, so I get doubled. So it's like Chet had 14 blocks. And Pochuvesky had like 8 or something. Redonkulous. Zach Collins running the floor. Oh, that was ugly. That was tragic Johnson right there. That's why you hear don't have your power forward / center doing things like that. Oh, I didn't close out. Luckily, Derrick Rose is not a knockdown three-point shooter. All right, let's see if Blake Wesley can use his blazing speed. I didn't get the corner, but I got around him. Oh, come on. I like how he slid to the ground as if there was contact or something. I guess that was just his way of bracing for the fall from doing that rowdy fader. Gotcha. Grayson Allen with the block. I'm going to look at that again, man, just because it's Grayson Allen doing it. I do not see that often. Instant replay. That was good timing for me. And I got a little bit lucky that I didn't foul him. Right? I'm like, you know what, dude, I got you. Stuff like a turkey. And Grayson Allen's got hops, man. Grayson Allen can get up. He can throw it down, too. Man, that felt good. That was good. Boom. Perfect. Kind of moves to the side. His momentum's carrying him away from the shooter afterwards. There's no foul. Nice.
No good that time either.
All right, guys. All right, so that's first half.
Spurs out in front. All right, David, thank you.
Gotta keep up the pressure. Come play my game, I'll test ya. Am I gonna get copyright violation for that?
Although it's a little early.
But he heals Steph Curry 3-point. Yeah, I wouldn't expect any of my guys to qualify for that. My best 3-point shooter for second there was DeMar DeRozan. He's only like 35% right now.
Now moving on to the game at hand. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second
9-2-1 for DeMar. That sounds about right. Just there's that guy right there. He's picking up the trampoline thing. He's just a little bit like Elon Musk. The face. That'd be hilarious. They should totally do that. They should do like, I know they can't do facial scans per se, but they should take images that they have and like make them be like all these tech guys being all the like acrobatic good dudes, or all the women in tech can be the cheerleaders. That'd be great. Or the dance crew or whatever. It's going to make it really creepy. I don't think they have the kid dancers anymore, which is cool. Those are kind of creepy. It was weird. But they just look, their heads were too big, and it's kind of like they have the refs, man. There's some refs that have the dead eye that we used to see in Madden back in the day, and it looks super creepy. But anyway, what you do is you should put the heads of people on them.
Averaging 3 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds.
Elon Musk.
He's having a tough stretch here, but it's all
who else? He's the one I can think of right now. Bezos. So Richard Bronson. Let's do another one. Let's try it again. I'm gonna keep on picking and rolling until something happens. There we go. That's not, he's not gonna make it, but ooh, get it, Wesley. Wait, Wesley gets it. All right, we're gonna go. Come on, Grayson. Gotta go, gotta move. What the heck? That was a weird foul. Kind of lucky I didn't get picked away. All right, so the halftime's happened. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and put in Eubanks. Portal will be ready to go shortly. DeRozan can come back in. Gonna do it like that. Alright, so Robinson should throw a pick. Yep. Get it. Go, kid. Yes. Nice. Blake Wesley could finish with a little bit of contact going on there. That was a whole lot. I do like Blake Wesley's game. He can hit the three. He's fast. And he can finish at the rim, you know? He can throw it down, too, I believe. I'm pretty sure Blake Wesley can dunk. I actually traded Malachi Branham and kept Blake Wesley instead because his game is a little bit more like how I like to play. I just wish he was a little bit taller. Can't teach height, right? But still, he's quick, so that kind of makes up for it.
And you were a part of many of those, correct?
Oh, yeah, a lot of those meals.
All right, Grayson Allen.
We'll talk about the coaching a little later, but he knows how to do a really good meal.
Okay.
Kicks it out to Allen.
Now we have I kind of forced this right here. I like it. I forced the mismatch, and it worked. Sometimes you can get the game to do it. Oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. I want him to roll towards the basket more. Sometimes it does that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Did a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
All right, RJ Barrett.
Randall with a screen for Barrett.
Barrett's a little bit quicker than Soch, but Soch has the length.
Oh, he blocked it.
Beautiful. Man, that was awesome. That felt good. Give it back to Mitchell. Mitchell! Dude, look at that foul on Mitchell Robinson. That was great. Julius Randle. Like, come on, man. No foul there. It's like, yes, there was. There's a foul everywhere. First. Did I get my sub in? I didn't get my sub in? That's weird. You know what? I guess we will keep Blake Wesley, and we'll throw DeMar right here. Total. We'll get him in a second. And you know what? Let's go ahead and pull Soch for Vassell. Like that. Yeah. Vassell's ready. Yeah.
In terms of his performance at the line, very
there you go.
And the Knicks making a change here.
Getting better with my bigs. Most of my bigs. Eubanks, I need to remember he has a slower shooting stroke. It's actually supposed to make it easier. But I'm used to Podol's quick stroke and Mitchell's is quicker. So it kind of throws me off.
They set the screen.
So to be paying attention and really kind of. Oh my goodness, that was a foul? That wasn't a foul. Okay, so the first one he shoots, that gets my subs in. And then I'm going to go ahead and go for Mitchell, come out for Podol next sub. Where's Cam Reddish at? Oh, Cam's ready to come in. I could have subbed him in already. Reddish, DeRozan, Vassell, Eubanks, and Podol. Yeah.
Free throw shots of the night. Vassell.
In fact, I can call timeout after this if I really want to get my subs. Nah, it's not worth it. Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, I can totally do it. I forgot. I didn't use my another timeout I could use last quarter. I didn't use it.
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful to see two of the biggest.
This is more like it. I played one of my worst games ever against the Magic, and I can't wait to play them again to be able to rectify that. But this is what it looked like, except I was in the next position. I wasn't scoring. They were whooping up on me offensively, constantly blocking my shots. I couldn't get into any kind of offensive rhythm. It was bad, man. It was bad. Come on, it's money, right? I don't, man. I get that he closed out on me, but still, bro. I feel like I should have gotten that.
Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's Barrett.
Get that. Get a rebound, yo. He was on the ground in the way, so I wasn't able to really get to the ball initially. That was weird. Look at it one more time. One more time. Let's see it. All the way over here. That was a flop. Glad I didn't get called for the foul. I did kind of... What did I do? I didn't do anything. Yeah, nah, that was all on him, man. Like there was some contact, and it looked like there was a little bit of contact initially, but then after that, nah, man. He just went to the ground like it was like he couldn't do anything. DeMar right there, like, can't get to the ball. Barrett looked like he was almost about to pick it up. Vassell swiped at it, and then he's like, okay, now I can get it.
Recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
All right.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job.
Manuel quickly.
A little bit of pressure on him on his way to the
I need to stop choking up on him because he's going to do that. Oh, it's... Man. His name's Quickly, you know. You think he would know better than to let him just do a quick move like that. Get it out. Get it to Cameron. Yes. No. I just realized Cameron Reddish played for the Knicks too, didn't he? I think they're the ones that drafted him.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
And it's quickly missing.
It's actually how I found out about Cam Reddish, like that I like to use him as a player. It was what's it called? The year that Jay-Z was doing the My Player thing or whatever. The one where he was the producer of it. I think that year I played it and I got drafted to the Knicks. I made a point guard, right? So it was like me, RJ Barrett. I think Cam Reddish was my small forward or something. I think. I don't remember now.
Takes the 3.
But yeah, Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle. That team was pretty lit, man. Get it.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line.
And I remember I was able to get Brandon Ingram in the offseason or something. So next year I had like Mitchell Robinson, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle. It was something like that. We were pretty stacked. I think RJ Barrett and I were the guards. So you had an all-star point guard in me. You got RJ Barrett, who's up and coming. You got Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, and yeah, Brandon Ingram. My cat's looking at me all. My cat's tired. He needs a rest or something. Looks like he's had a rough go of it today. I don't know how. He's an indoor cat.
Best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nash is RJ's godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to soak in the game.
Good block, good block. Let's look at this real quick. Eubanks and Podol. Let's go ahead and get some fresh bigs in. Collins, and then we're actually use Derek Favors. Was that Collins? Yeah, we'll do that. Do it like that. Which one has a better mid? Oh, Zach by far. And he can also stroke the three. Okay, yeah. All right, so Zach Collins, Vassell, DeRozan, Reddish. Cam's going to need to come out in a second. We're actually going to do DeRozan right there. Let's go ahead and put Grayson Allen back in. Yeah.
A different look now for San Antonio.
Trying to ball to Grayson real quick.
Favors checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Collins comes in for Eubanks. And Grayson Allen subbed
nice.
in for
I like that about this game. Okay, so that's a little move. If y'all haven't known this yet, or y'all haven't realized this, y'all just haven't been playing enough, or you've never had this situation. If you can block their defender with one of your offensive players, like I said, and it's also because he's like the guy who made the pass initially. So look at this. There's basically a player between the defender and my guy, Grayson Allen. There's enough distance. You can pop that shot, man. I do that all the time, though. I do it with him. I'll do it with Devin Vassell. Sometimes the Cam Reddish can usually make that. RJ Barrett. Alright, I need to stop going on skates like that. I just need to stay stationary. Let him shoot that mid-range shot. I don't need to come back out to him. He'll make it, but I mean, I'd rather he go for that mid-range shot than definitely get it underneath. Ooh, I forced that one. I should have popped out to Derek Favors for the mid-range shot, but I wanted to see if I could draw the foul with DeRozan. I need to make these shots, man. He's a great free throw shooter. I'm just being lazy. Man, I know I'm ahead, but still. I need to get those stats well if I can. 5 blocks and 6 fast break points. Okay. Probably have like no steals though. That was ridiculous. I don't know why he did that. That's bad shot selection, I'll tell you what. Grayson Allen? He almost beat his man to the rim. He just didn't quite finish. I usually play Grayson Allen like he's DeMar DeRozan. He and Devin Vassell are like my other DeMar DeRozans. They're just... Grayson's a little bit better shooting the three. Devin Vassell's better at mid-range shots. I should have just gone up with that. Right, here we go. Here's a mismatch that I was looking for. There we go. There you go. Exactly. Some easy buckets, baby. Easy buckets. If they're not going to double my guy when their point guard's obviously mismatched, I mean, come on. I don't know what's up with that. And just so y'all know, in case y'all are wondering, we are playing on Hall of Fame. We always play on Hall of Fame.
Surveying the D. New York, no good that time either.
Okay, so let's see here. DeMar's going to push. Yep. Oh, dang. I was very surprised there. I thought I had that pass. Obi Top at the last second. See right there, Obi Top. He's looking at me, though, with the ball. Yeah, he's ready. Oh, wow.
Toppin with the steal. Outside Rose. Shoots the three.
So you might as well shoot that. It's the last shot of the quarter.
So it's the San Antonio Spurs
20 to 40.
Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense is... And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from top.
See if we can close out. Close out strong. Okay, we are on fire, so everyone's going to stay in. I never sub a player out if they're almost never sub a player out when they're on fire.
To this point has not been an evenly fought contest.
That tells me that this crew's been working well together. A, they're on fire, and B, I mean, it's a stat boost, man. Okay, I probably should have shot that initially. He gave me a lot of room to do it. Oh, that was stupid of me. That was so dumb. That should have been a steal, bruh. Did my hand go through the ball? Oh, went through his arm. That should have been a foul. That should have been a foul. Amongst other things. We haven't seen a lot of Evan Fournier in this game, have we? What's Evan Fournier doing in like the league in real life? He is with the Knicks, right? Is he doing anything though?
You definitely risk a confirmation.
Get up, DeMar.
Oh,
that was rough.
It does seem like some calls stand.
Trying to throw it down, but DeMar's got the slithery, so he goes for the best move to avoid people, which is fine. I like that. Sometimes I wish he'd just throw it down with power, though, over people. Which he can do.
Off target from outside. Allen left
Come on back.
Here's Collins.
And one, baby.
Gets the bucket
and
so a
one.
Play chance for him.
All right.
Just a textbook lead pass right there.
There we go.
Right where it needed to be.
Wasn't the prettiest looking one, but it went in. A little bit early on it.
In the second half.
4, 6, 6, 7, so I'm 10 of 13. That's okay. I should be 10 of 12, though, man. Ooh. If they didn't show us again, I was going to look at it again. Man. One more time again, because I'm trying to see. Did he just throw it? He just powered through the arms of Zach Collins, didn't he? Which is legitimate. I mean, Zach can block shots, but he's not exactly a power guy. Oh, Zach was just, the posterization, man. He tried.
For style. Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. Favors with
here.
The swing on Fournier. Out to Favors.
All right, I don't think Favors can guard him. Let's see, Derek Favors is.
And he lays it.
I meant Fournier. I don't think Fournier can guard Favors. Look at 18%, 57. Yeah, that's my Spurs, man. That's what I'm talking about.
With some solid interior scoring.
Steps back.
Oh,
Fournier gets
on skates. Nice.
From the free throw line is good.
I overplayed him.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And DeRozan kicks to Vassell.
That's good, right? Oh my goodness, people.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started.
That hurts me. That really hurts me. Like, I did everything right. I feel like I did everything right on that. And somehow I'm still walking away without a bucket. Man. I don't know what to do about that, man. 5, 4, 3. Flip right about here. Terrible. I jumped way too soon. Sometimes I try and anticipate when they're going to pull up for the shot. And yeah, I'm off. Oh, that was weird. I expected him to go for a layup. Why did he go for a jumper? What the heck?
Now here's Fournier. Knocks it loose.
Get it, kid. Yes.
Stolen by Allen. And he
Go.
drives in. And
nice.
Slam dunk by Allen.
Nothing too fancy.
Don't take care of the ball, fellas. That's what can happen.
Give him a little bit of a hesitation, you know.
That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes.
Maybe he was bouncing the ball. Looked like it was all high up in the air. I don't know.
Right there.
Looked like he was asking for it to get stolen. So I'm like, okay. If you want, I will oblige.
Covered by Vassell. It's good.
Should have gotten up quicker. Okay. Let's see. Let's get DeRozan out of there. Cam's ready to come back in. Drew Eubanks can come in. Podol. Where's Mitchell Robinson at? Mitch is at 100. Mitch is going to come in. Do Mitch and Podol together. Vassell, Grayson, Reddish. Yeah. Grayson will need to come out shortly. I mean, let's do this for a second. That's some extreme size we're going with here. I forgot to use my third timeout before the 3-minute mark, so you end up losing it at the 30-minute mark. But it's fine. I mean, I'm demonstrably ahead. Honestly, I should just go full bench right here, but I want my guys to get a little bit more, my star players, as it were, a little bit more stats. They've earned it. Stat stuffer supreme, baby. Randall can't guard Podol, man. Podol's too big. Should have had an and one with that. That should have gone in. That's fine. We'll get it this way. Come on, Jakob. Jacobius.
Anytime you got just a couple potential stars.
Got to feast. Got to feast when you can. All right, Randall's going to have some speed on him. So there's that. Sims. almost went Mitchell Robinson
Here's
to the field.
Sims,
Takes
guarded
Sims
by
to the rim.
Robinson. Sims dishes to Barrett.
RJ Barrett's being guarded by
That's going to be out
Rudy.
of bounds. The
Oh,
Knicks will return possession.
Sell almost had that one.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul.
Okay, so hold on. What do we got? So, yeah, we'll keep these guys in for
That
now.
will get him his 4th foul.
Might even finish the game with him. 31-point game.
Sims kicks to Barrett.
Excuse me.
Randall with a screen for Barrett. Just 5 on the clock.
And shooters are
Just enough
always
for
wary
presence.
when Hurdle is nearby.
Cause issues. Okay, so the cell's gonna go. Yes.
And Robinson.
See that developing was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Right to
Boom.
him.
Tomahawk slam, baby.
Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in
All
the
right.
4th quarter. They've been looking
Manual
at us
quickly.
offensively.
Yeah, that,
Supposed to
their
manual
offense has
slowly.
ground to a
Slowly.
standstill.
Here's quickly. No good on the
All right,
shot.
yeah,
A bit long
that
that
seems to
time.
work.
And the well is running dry for him right now.
Go out to it. Rudy, corner. No. Oh, I should have gone that inside to Mitch. Mitch probably could have had the slam. All right, Rudy's gonna try to spin on him. Spin. Go inside, Rudy.
Oh. And let the game come to you.
And as we head to the final
I need to
buzzer
chill.
here, a crushing
I need
blowout.
to get into these habits. Sometimes I'll act like I'm on a mission to get like Rudy Gay points. I kind of zone in on that, and it's like, it's probably not the best basketball play.
This team has
Probably something else. Okay, Mitch got this. Raw. That was the best basketball play. That young man get no chance. 4 turnovers and 10 points off of the Knicks. Nice. He had 7 turnovers. I had 4 and they didn't score. Man, okay, if I can just control my turnovers, man, I got this. Oh, I saw that he was going to be open too, and I should have gone to him sooner. Dang.
The team space the floor there. Randall with so much more
Give me
confidence
the ball.
now from the outside.
All right. Hold on to it for a second, right?
52 seconds
18,
left in the
17.
4th quarter.
All right.
Now the pass to Vassell.
So, pick and roll total. All the way back over to Cam Reddish. The 3. Oh, man. Son. It hurts us.
Here's Grimes. They get it again. And Barrett scores it in.
Man,
Whatever.
sometimes it feels like
was trying to keep him under 60
Barrett
points, but that
more
works.
than anyone else on
It's
the
not a
floor.
big deal.
5 seconds.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at all. It's arbitrary.
Vassell with it.
Ooh.
Out defended by Randall.
Oh, yeah? I don't think you can guard me either,
And the
kid.
officials calling for a 3-second
I guess you
violation.
can. There's a turnover right there. See, that's how I get turnovers, too. I'll get like 3 of them where I get turnovers in the paint like that. I'll get like 4 foolish passes on the inside. I'll be like 7 right there, and then I'll get picked like 3 times. End up with like 20 turnovers. 10 of my own cause, but you double it up since, you know, I'm playing the 6-minute quarters and whatnot. Or another steal.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.
All right then, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Exciting we've ever seen.
So the stats. Now I'm gonna end the recording before we go to the title screen, or the what's it called? I guess the calendar screen is what we'll call it, so that no music plays. That's copyright. So 24, 12, and 2 for Collins. Nice game. 48 and 2 for DeMar is what it looks like. 20, 10, 2, and 2 for Podol. Mitch at 16, 6, 2, 2, 2. Man, Mitch is taking the stat sheet. 10, 8, and 4 for Vassell. Reddish at 8, 10, 2, and 2. Grayson Allen had 2, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, no turnovers. Okay, that's better than his last game, that's for sure. 4, 6, 2, and 2. 1 of 2, 50%. All right, we'll build off that. The young man. Rudy Gay didn't score, unfortunately. Only player to play that didn't score. Derek Favors. Eubanks, quiet game. That's all I needed from him. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 4 blocks. I'll take it, man. Heck yeah. Okay. Zach Collins is like this, man. If I'm playing with him and I'm playing well, this can be a normal thing. But then last game, it was weird. I think I did essentially the same. It was like 24, 12, 2 or something like that for him. And then the next game, he had like 4 points, 1 rebound. And this game, 24-12 too. We'll see. Very hit or miss with him. I need to really get his game going. I feel like he's the most talented shooter out of my big guys. So I feel like I should be able to do stuff with him scoring. And then Podol and Robinson are dominant underneath, and Robinson's just so athletic. I feel like I should be able to score with them too. Eubanks is very much an opportunity scorer, but he can get it done. But I would say he's 4th out of these guys. I think even in real life, you'd probably rank him 4th. And then you have Derek Favors, which 2 years ago, he was a beast. But he's kind of aged a little. I think Derek Favors is like 38 now, 36, something like that. He's older. He's on the downswing. But he can help you out. That's about Eubanks. Eubanks is the youngest of these guys, I think. Eubanks and then Collins. Or actually, no, Robinson. I think it's Robinson. Robinson's got a huge upside. Podol's about where he's going to be for his career. He might be able to get a little bit better. I think Zachy can improve. He's still young enough for Zach, Eubanks, and Mr. Robinson to improve. But yeah. But 2010, 2-2, I mean, if that's where you're going to be for your career, I mean, that's Tim Duncan numbers right there. Oh, we were going to look at the opponents. Julius Randle, 14-6, 3-7. RJ Barrett, 12-2-4. Those are meek numbers, man. And then no one else in double figures. That's Stims did good with rebounding. Anyone really? 1 for 9, Quentin Grimes. Emmanuel Quickly, they shot their team out of the game, man. 2 of 15. Those shots should have gone to Barrett and Randall. I mean, Barrett wasn't shooting much better, nor was Randall, but still, you want to give them more shots. Especially if you're going to lose by 30. So win, loss, win, lose, lose. Such a bad loss, too. I should have won that game right there. Oh, I forgot. That's what I forgot.